Bank Field in Jacksonville.
Well, today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And this intercepted on the first play of the game.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Burrow will throw, rolling to his left.
He's got his man. That's Sample, the tight end.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Mixon with a first down. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up.
And he has the first down as he's able to reach the ball forward and get past the line to gain.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it out to his left.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level.
Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
ETN up the middle. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 4. ETN once more. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Straight ahead, ETN. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll run with ETN. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Going for it. Here's ETN. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now it's Burrow, eluding the pressure right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Rayshad Jenkins picks it off, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And now onto the field comes the Jags offense. They'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone for 2 more as the lead moves up to 16. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalize a little bit on top.
Sheds off the tackle. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of Sample. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now it's Burrow. Rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Josh Allen able to get in there and drop him behind the line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. A yard all they need, but it's third down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Mixon is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now. Second and goal. Here's Burrow. On the move to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
Third and goal. Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that trims the lead down to 9.
23. Bengals 14. McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. And we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Steps away. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Here's a give to Etienne. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Now Lawrence. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. On first and 10, Joe Burrow. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Being chased out left. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here. Here's a toss coming right. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now Burrow on first down. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Again, it's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jags are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Flush to his right. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence dancing to his left. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. This ball caught by Strange. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 3rd down, Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They go play action with Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Tyson Campbell.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Now Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Airing one out for Boyd. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. On first down, Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Lawrence flushed out right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Gun.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Burrow will throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Andre Sisco. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They go play action now. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're going to hurry back to the line now. possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mixon will try the right side. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And this one is incomplete. Well, one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And they'll run with ETN. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go, son.
Now Lawrence. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
11, 11. Kill, I'm gone.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Well, yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it.
And now here is another interception. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. On their side of midfield at the 47. Forced out to his left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. Steps away to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 89 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Oh, and the Bengals look like they got it back. They did. Bengal football. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's different influences going into the head coach's ear.
Mixing up the middle. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Joe Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, 61 yards. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down 2nd and right at a yard. Now Lawrence to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek
to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. And quickly, they get to the line. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. 2nd and 9. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Flushed out right. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. McPherson on for the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Jaguars 40, Bengals 35. Evan McPherson.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Geez, the second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Jaguars 1st down with ease as they'll wind up getting 9 there on 4th and 5. A handoff for Etienne. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks, giving the yard up to the 42. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Etienne with it. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
5-yard gain on the play.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Another toe for Etienne. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Etienne up the middle, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On third down, here's Etienne. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. But they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. That will be their third and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Lawrence will throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The kick by McManus is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They come up now on 2nd and 2. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
11, Thomas.
And Boyd in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance.
Here we go.
Now 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now Lawrence going to get his guys to go quickly.
And 6 at the 24-yard line.
Etienne once more. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. And Lawrence now, he has this complete to Strange, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Here's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Lawrence. This ball caught by Strange. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end.
What a call right there. That is so well executed offensively. A massive play in this game. And now all of a sudden, they are in field goal range. And with a chance to walk out of here winners.
Bigsby is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
1-1, ready?
Here's 1st and 10. Now Burrow rolling to his left. This ball intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there.